What do you think the best trike of all time is? Think about it for a second. What would you bet your name on? Let's start there. Let's see if your pick lines up with ours in the comments section down below. Because today we're going back to a machine that's got chrome character and a little bit of controversy. Hey, I love trikes as much as the next guy, maybe even more. So today, we're reminding you of the most reliable Harley trike ever built and why, even with its flaws, it still matters. Number 10, the Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe Trike Conversion. Man, this one is bittersweet. Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe Trike Conversion. You hear that name and it sounds like chrome dreams and retro royalty. Built off the now discontinued Softail Deluxe, this trike has that cool vintage factor dialed up to 11. I mean, white wall tires, swooping fenders, chrome so shiny it could burn a hole in your retina, and those stretched out cruiser lines. You park this at a diner and suddenly everything's in black and white and Elvis is playing on the jukebox. Underneath the glitz you had the Milwaukee 8107 engine. Solid, dependable, and 110 pound-feet of torque ready to go. Sounds great, right? But the moment you factored in that conversion weight and the retro-focused build, the power didn't hit like it should. The engine felt like it was trying to push a couch uphill. Now, this wasn't a factory trike, this was a conversion. And with conversions, consistency is a bit of a coin toss. Some came out smooth and refined, and others felt like you were riding a shopping cart with a Harley badge. And when you stack that up against factory-built trikes like the Tri Glide or Freewheeler, which were designed from the ground up for stability, comfort, and real-world handling, the Deluxe Trike just couldn't keep up. Handling? Yeah, let's talk about that. Deluxe Trike was all about the scenic route, straight lines, smooth roads, and taking your sweet old time. That classic floorboard feel, laid-back ergonomics, perfect for a Sunday cruise. But lean into a turn too hard and suddenly you're praying it doesn't fight back. The suspension did not evolve. The geometry wasn't refined. It looked the part, it rode like a showpiece meant to be seen but not pushed. Number 9. Harley-Davidson Street Glide Trike Conversion. Now, on paper, it checks off a lot of boxes. You get the Milwaukee 8114 engine, pumps out 119 pound-feet of torque, which sounds good, and for some folks, that's enough. You want to cruise? It'll cruise. You want comfort? It's got that. But the thing is, it's not a factory-built trike, and that changes everything. See, Harley's Tri Glide and Freewheeler, those are purpose-built, born with 3 wheels, engineered from the frame up to be trikes. This Street Glide, it's a 2-wheeler that got converted, and it shows. The weight distribution is not the same. The balance feels off when you're leaning into turns or handling rough roads. You don't get that tight integration and solid footing the factory trikes offer. Number 8. Harley-Davidson Fatboy Trike Conversion. Now here's the thing about the Fatboy Trike Conversion. It looks like a heavyweight champ that decided to ditch the gym and hit the show floor instead. Powered by the Milwaukee 8114 engine, this trike delivers a solid 119 pound-foot of torque. When you stack it against a purpose-built touring trike like the Tri Glide Ultra or even the Road Glide 3, the difference in comfort and practicality is hard to ignore. Fatboy Trike is a statement piece. It's designed for the rider who cares more about parking lot presence than pounding out 500-mile days. And there's nothing wrong with that, unless you're looking for a trike that can take a beating on the open road and still keep your spine intact. Its low-slung stance and bold chrome details make it a magnet for attention, but that also means it sacrifices things like cargo space, wind protection, overall ride ergonomics that touring-focused trikes offer by default. The styling is aggressive, almost muscle cruiser-esque, which works for quick rides through town or bike night meetups, but less so for highway endurance. In the end, the Fatboy Trike Conversion sits at number 8 because it plays the style card hard. It's not the most practical trike out there, and it doesn't try to be. If you want to show off, it nails the brief. But if you want all-day comfort, long-range storage, and wind-slicing fairings, there are better options on the Harley menu. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Electra Glide Trike Conversion. Now, this isn't a factory-built trike like the Tri Glide Ultra. No, this is a conversion. You take a Harley Electra Glide, one of the most respected touring bikes in the game, and kit it out with a 3rd wheel. Why? Because some riders want the full Harley experience without wrestling 900 pounds at a red light. This one gives you all the brawn and luxury of the Electra Glide, just with more stability and confidence on the road. The power plant? That's Harley's Milwaukee 8114. As we have made clear, it's smooth, responsive, and exactly what you want when you're pushing long-distance miles. And unlike some older trike setups that felt clunky or aftermarket in a bad way, this one, if done right, still feels like a Harley through and through. You got the plush seat that practically hugs you, a tall windshield cutting through the wind, and the Batwing fairing doing its job like it has been for decades. Handlebars are pulled back just enough to make you feel like you're cruising from your living room. You've also got access to Harley's top-shelf rider aids if you want them. Reflects defensive rider systems, cornering ABS, traction control, premium audio, all that can be added to make this trike as tech forward as you want. It's not just built for looks, it's functional, it's modern, and made for the open road. Now, here's the money talk. Base electric glide around $25K. Conversion kits expect to drop another $12 to $15K depending on how deep you go. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Heritage Classic Trike Conversion. This isn't just a Heritage Classic with an extra wheel slapped on. It's a full transformation into one of the most stable, comfortable touring machines out there. Underneath all that chrome and vintage swagger is the powerful Milwaukee 8114 engine. But let's be honest, if you're picking a Heritage Classic, it's not just about performance, it's about style. And this trike stays true to the signature Harley design language. Think chrome accents, leather saddlebags with buckle straps, and just enough attitude to make a statement. Comfort's where this thing really punches above its weight. The wide plush saddle supports you like a couch on wheels. And your passenger, they're not left out either, backrest and all. Floorboards are full size, the bars sweep back just right, and the seating position makes those hours on the road feel like minutes. You could honestly do cross-country runs on this thing and still feel fresh at the end. A stock Heritage Classic starts at around $22,499. Add a trike converter kit and you're in the $12,000 to $15,000 range depending on the brand and features. Not cheap, but if you want a machine that's built for comfort, stability, and iconic Harley looks, this is it. Number 5. Man, if you're talking Harley trikes and not mentioning the Sport Glide trike conversion, you're not even in the conversation. You start with a base Sport Glide, a lean, mean cruiser with clean lines and that classic Harley silhouette. Then you bolt on a trike conversion kit that turns the whole thing into a triple-wheeled tourer with serious bite. Let's talk motor. Milwaukee 8107, 86 horsepower, 112 pound-feet of torque. Compared to something like the Tri Ultra Glide, the Sport Glide conversion feels way less bloated. Factory trikes come with more tech, sure, but they also come with a boatload of weight and a price tag to match. The Sport Glide setup, you're getting Harley quality, but you're in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively, when it comes to how much you spend and what features you add. And let's not pretend this is just for retirees. Yeah, senior riders love it, and it's easy to see why. No balancing at stops, smooth as butter type ride, and customizable comfort. But even younger riders looking for something practical without losing that cruiser charm are starting to turn their heads. It's not flashy, it's not trying to be, it's just good. Number 4. The 2024 Harley-Davidson Freewheeler might just be the cleanest, most balanced trike Harley's ever built. And no, I'm not talking about loaded tech or glitzy chrome. This thing is about raw purpose and stripped back muscle, and that's exactly why it hits different. You've got that dual halogen headlamp up front, not just for show, but because it lights up 30% more of the road. Ever ridden in the country at night and felt like you were guessing what's in the ditch? Yeah, not anymore. This light cuts through the dark like it's got something to prove. And then there's the 19-inch front wheel, fender chopped low so you see more of it, gives out that hot rod mean-stanced energy. The 18s in the back lock it down with presence, and the dovetail rear fenders, that's a nod to classic style without looking outdated. It's aggressive but refined. Harley finally gave us 12-inch mini-apes straight from the factory, pulled back clean and actually comfortable. You don't have to fight the bars or hunch forward like you're chasing a sport bike dream. Combine that with reduced reach seat, you got a layout that just fits. It's not trying to impress, it just works. Storage, big win. That trunk will swallow 2 full-face helmets side by side or all the gear your partner buys at every stop, and it's easy to access. No gimmicks, just useful. Safety-wise, it's got linked ABS and cornering enhanced braking, which means when you slam on the front brake, the rear helps too. No fishtailing, no panic stops, and yes, it's got a reverse gear. No need to backpedal your way out of a tight spot. Press a button, done. Number 3. Road Glide 3. You're not getting the raw, stripped-down aggression of the Freewheeler, and you're not lugging around the heavyweight bulk of the Tri Glide Ultra either. This thing sits right in that middleweight zone. Balanced, responsive, just the right amount of muscle. And let's talk about that shark nose fairing. Unlike the fork-mounted batwing on the Tri Glide, this one's mounted to the frame. That means less wobble, better handling at highway speeds, and yeah, it just looks mean. Inside, you got dual analog gauges and the Boom GTS infotainment system. Not the latest Skyline OS, sure, but still gives you everything you need without going overboard. You do miss out on the Ultra's twin-cooled setup, but unless you're riding across the Mojave Desert every weekend, you're not noticing. It still runs cool, pulls hard, and even gives you that signature Harley rumble that makes the whole road stop and listen. Storage-wise, it beats the Freewheeler hands down. You got a trunk and glove boxes, but no tour pack, which the Tri Glide Ultra flexes hard. So yeah, if you're packing for 2 and one of you thinks minimal means 3 bags, you might need to make some decisions. But for solo or light 2-up touring, you're covered. Now, here's where RG3 stands out. comfort. The seat's plush, the floorboards let you stretch out, and with that fixed fairing, the wind hits the bike, not your arms. You'll end a long ride with your shoulders still relaxed, not locked up like you've been wrestling a grizzly bear. Safety, Reflex defensive rider systems come standard. Cornering ABS, traction control, drag, torque, slip control. It's the kind of tech that steps in when you need it, then disappears when you don't. Feels like riding with a co-pilot who actually knows what they're doing. And the price? $32,988. Number 2. Man, look, you don't need to accidentally build something like a Harley-Davidson Tri Glide Ultra. You engineer it with one goal in mind: to be the gold standard of three-wheel touring. And I gotta say, Harley might have just nailed this one. Now, I'm not out here tossing flowers at every trike I see, but this right here, this one is different. Underneath all that chrome is the Milwaukee 8114 engine, and let me tell you, it's not planned. You got 119 pound-foot of torque, ready to pull your full-size American self, your full-size American passenger, and 2 full-size bags of gear across the Rockies without breaking a sweat. That 6-speed transmission, smooth as butter. It doesn't jerk or stutter, it just slides through gears as if it was dipped in motor oil and freedom. That seat, yeah, the stock one, actually feels like Harley paid attention this time. None of the brick-sitting nonsense. It cradles you, supports your back, and when you add in that optional rider backrest, buddy, it turns into a recliner with wheels. And your passenger, armrests, floorboards, heated plug-ins, they basically get a spa day while you're driving. And then there's the Boombox GTS infotainment system. Bluetooth touchscreen, voice control, surround sound, you name it, it's in there. This ain't your grandpa's radio setup. You can take calls, blast your playlist, even get GPS directions right from the dash. It's more connected than most folks' homes. Storage, 6.8 cubic feet. And it ain't just space, it's useful space. You got the big tour pack trunk, options for a luggage rack, and it all seals tight for weatherproof hauling. You could go coast to coast and not leave a single pair of socks behind. Safety is where Harley really stepped it up. Reflex defensive rider system. That means cornering ABS, traction control, and drag torque slip control. It keeps things planted even when the road doesn't cooperate. All of this starts at $36,900, so it ain't cheap, but what you're getting, power, comfort, tech, storage, and straight-up confidence on 3 wheels, makes it worth every dollar. Number 1. The 2020 Harley-Davidson CVO Tri Glide. It's not just the best Harley trike ever built, it's the one that truly earned its throne. I'm talking about the kind of machine that makes even die-hard 2-wheel purists stop and nod with respect. This isn't some stripped-down bolt-on third-wheel setup. This is Harley going all in, throwing the kitchen sink at it, polishing it, and then lining it up with custom paint so bright it'll make your neighbor's Civic cry. Milwaukee 8117 engine sitting in this beast is Harley's biggest factory V-twin, punching out 125 pound-feet of torque. That's not a suggestion, that's a command. Most trikes just try to handle the weight, but this one throws it forward. Hills, doesn't care. 2 up with loaded storage, laughs at it. You want a lazy cruiser? Wrong trike. You want confidence, presence, and real deal muscle? This is it. But they didn't stop at just grunt. The CVO badge means Harley pulled out the good brushes for this one. Hand-applied paint, scorched chrome, stitched seats that feel more like a Bentley than a bike. It's the kind of detail work you normally see on show builds, but here it is, factory fresh. The infotainment system, 6.5-inch touchscreen Boombox GTS, Apple CarPlay ready, premium speakers. This thing turns cross-country rides into rolling concerts. And yeah, it's smart too. Reflexive defense rider systems, cornering ABS, traction control, drag torque slip control. The kind of tech that works so smoothly you forget it's even there until it saves your hide. Storage over 7 cubic feet. That's enough room for helmets, jackets, and a small grocery run if you're feeling domestic. So that's our first pick. What do you think? Is this one still holding a place in your garage? Did we miss one that deserves the spotlight or maybe the shame? Let me know down there in the comments.